The original contract, it was past this. This is why the role of the MPs, I'll be there in the next 2 weeks, and we'll hold discussion on that. I get high regard for them, and I'll go Parliament very soon. But let me tell you, even the Parliamentary Committee on Works, when Honorable Bashir Sedeki, Honorable Eron Kamara, they did it, Honorable Sati, they did it, they're also in favor of this increment. But the good thing is that, like Mr. Mambu talk, we have to emphasize now on their own corporate social responsibility, and then expand such facility up country. But for now, as long as IMF is giving you money, World Bank is giving you money, but they are supporting you, and the other countries are supporting you, you have to really dance to their whims and caprices.
Tourism today, inside the program, we look at the extension, we look at the addition or the money where government do agree for make the add pan toll gates for drivers them where they pass through the Mashaka to Eastern toll gates starting March 1 this year. Well, for people who don't follow the issue, now Salon will say inside 2015, government of Salon been signed toll gate agreements with the China 7th Railway Group for 25 years. We later they be amended for 27 years. Since that 10 day to now, the construction of this road be don't start, and people we don't start for pay toll. This BNTM government confirm say they don't add, then go add pan the toll gates price starting March 1 this year. What thing will be the addition and what are the reason for that addition make today? Now we topic of discussion. And for sake of that, inside the studio, I want to welcome the Minister of Works and Public Assets, Dennis Sandy. Good morning and welcome to the program, Dr. Dennis Sandy.
Good morning, my brother. Good morning.
Okay, and same way, so I want to welcome the program Charles Mambu, Chairman Infrastructure for Development, we're in a civil society on infrastructure, and then they follow the toll gate project and other development project by infrastructure in the country. Good morning and welcome to the program, Charles Mambu.
Good morning, 98.1, and good morning, Ifambu.
Okay, from the introduction, that come to the Minister of Works and Public Assets, Dr. Dennis Sandy. We for plenty people we know Dennis Sandy know him for Minister of Lands, but President Bio in second term appoint him as Minister of Works, and now the first time we get at the media as Minister of Works, and this don't be in first media of appearance. It's a pleasure for welcoming you again, Dr. Dennis Sandy. Okay, before we look at the toll gate agreements we don't sign or do agree for make drivers then begin pay the Mashaka to the Eastern toll gates starting March 1 this year. Make we start for look at how you don't tell like the Minister of Works since you can be in the second term of President Bio.
Well, thank you very much. Today I thought a very pleasant morning. Well, as Minister of Works, very good question. Well, the mandate of the ministry first. Now, for law, we implement all policies and programs that we get around both physical and other infrastructures in the country, social and economic development, and then supervise, monitor, coordinate, accountable, report on all road projects in the country. This is why I supervise the Federal Roads Authority and, of course, the National Assets and Government Property Commission. So since August 1, His Excellency be done and make me the Minister of Works and Public Assets under, of course, the BO-led New Direction Administration. We don't go there, then of course the Deputy Minister. We don't try for revamp that ministry there. And that's the word revamp. Why? Because over the past few years, people hardly were hearing about that ministry. So since August, we don't try for recalibrate the functions of the ministry in line with the aspirations of the direction government. This is why when nobody follow me on ACC, I go extensively in the country for monitor all the road projects them. I don't go, of course, from Tayama to Sembeung, and then, of course, from Kwitima to Matujong. I don't supervise, again, the Kailan, the Bwedu Road. Again, I don't supervise some of the township roads them, na Pujong, Bo, and of course, and Kenema. Again, here in the western area, I don't hold a series of meetings them with all the contractors them. On the way forward, I don't talk to private ports, First Tricon, CSC, South Coast. We all call, of course, now we call it We Build, and of course, so many other road construction companies there. Again, I don't hold full engagements with, again, the members of Parliament, the Parliamentary Works Committee, and how we all work together for ensure that, yes, the aspirations of this government in terms of road connectivity and making people like access to road is fulfilled before 2028. So I had all discussions with the Honorable Basheleki, the Honorable Aaron and Nkrumah of APC, the Honorable Sati Kamara of APC, and of course, again, my brother and I on the left-hand side who did that in the studio, the I4D, Mr. Charles Mambu. So I don't go around. And then in all of this, I'm really thrilled with the result of the so far. But more important again, I don't hold discussions with one of the most credible construction firms in this country. Of course, now the CRSG, the China Railway 7 Group, the ISU, of course, and Chico, where they work now between Kaila and Boidu. So for me, the roles of these contractors in this country, honestly, so immense. And as Minister of Works and Public Assets, my family, when I know me now, we can not force it on the office. I will continue my engagement out of the office and ensure that the roads that we're there for construct are constructed within the given period of time, and that the people of this country will continue to benefit from all road connections.
Talk me through the road projects that are way active, way to go on now.
Good. For the active road project that we found, I will tell you, one, you got, of course, the Petima to Matrijon Road. That, of course, for me, is high up on my agenda. And of course, I will continue for follow-up all the constructions them and the company Maripoma for do the work we required. I will tell and I say, of course, the culverts them now, they don't try for make them hollow, interlocking culverts them, they don't fix them. I will tell and I say, they don't grade the roads, of course, from Sembon Junction right now, of course, now to Maltujong. I will tell and I say, of course, the roads really is being perfectly constructed. It also widened. It's almost like a 4-lane road now. And then Tango will not get any major bridges. And I'm also happy for report say, first time the traveling time from Tama to Maltujo was almost 4 or 5 hours. Now, believe me, we don't drive along that route now. From Tama now to as far as Bawaya Junction. And then you bend, probably you go Tihun and Maltujo. It's 1 hour, 40 minutes. I don't do it. So the road is really clear now. Again, the other ongoing project that the Kalong Body Road, where Chico they do. And Chico don't mobilize, of course, they don't begin crush the stones there. I was there, again, with Mr. Charles Mamu and others them. And then they don't begin, for pay, the project affected persons them in terms of compensation, to land-owning families them. Because, say road construction and land. And we clear somebody in land on host, you give a compensate them. And again, I tell you, for the township roads them, I don't monitor extensively the one above, in particular, where we build, because Saleni they do. Now they don't even do, of course, the road behind the hospital, we call, of course, Baima Road, of course, and other interventions them, Napo. And again, as I say, again, Paviport, again, Unanu and Afriton, as a young guy, leading that family, for the Kabbalah and Falaba Road, he's doing well there. I think say don't go to as far as Dembelia Sinkunia now. In fact, yesterday I received the text from the Minister of State in the VP's office, when I'm my sister, Madam Mantitarali. I say very soon I'll call her on board or go do the second inspection. Again, that road is ongoing, and we just pray that before the rains really commence or the begin come, most of these roads will not go far with those contractors them. So basically, I'm on top of situations, thank God, and I get the full support of His Excellency the President, retired Brigadier Jos Madabio, because I report to him consistently on these issues. And of course, me and SLI, they collaborate effectively, and some contractors then, they try to put them under grip. The reason why I say under grip is that one of the reasons why I feel say we know do so much over the past few years in terms of road is that we get to recalibrate the entire road architecture in this country. And as Minister of Works and Public Assets, again me that the chairman of the Federal Roads Policy, I go for ensure that whatever road is being constructed in this country is honestly up to my knowledge. Why? Don't forget, my brother, because I report to Cabinet on all of these road infrastructure initiatives. And then by extension, again, as and when necessary, I'm called to go to Parliament and make, of course, required reports. So I defend them in Cabinet. So if I'm not there on top of situations, then it will be difficult. So going forward, they say, that is the new way of doing things. And for now, I'm really happy with the kind of extent of collaboration. And again, don't forget, when it comes to issues regarding contractual arrangements, I'm in high discussions with my colleague, the Minister of Finance, Mr. Sheku Fatima de Bangura. At this point, I'm for telling and plenty thanking with the kind of collaboration with the enjoy time, we discuss. And of course, it support me wholly. Right now, as I talk to you, I don't get my proposal. Where I want for encouragement, I go right around the country for monitor all the road projects, come up with a detailed report. Because some contractors are giving money, when I say no, 30%, as the case may be, the first payment, second payment again, 30%, but of course on the approval certificate we can get from either SLR or Ministry of Works. Okay. But most of these contracts going on, honestly, most of them are not living up to expectations. So Sheikh Phantom Mahdi It get me proposal now, and also by next week, probably the first will be released to me. I have to go extensively right around the country. So then probably in the next 1 week, I go out. And then I can now I write a detailed report of all road projects them. And we start effectively for prioritize and ensure that results are attained to its maximum for the good of our people of this country.
All right. Once again, I want to say congratulations, and also we give you the opportunity because from where I point you, I think we don't be the first media house for
you're right.
You.
Yeah, thank you very much.
When you start, you mentioned say you get meeting with CSO member of parliament them and construction company them. Waiting basically, I mean the discussion.
Wonderful, my brother. Basically, it was for me make I know the kind of projects that they implement, which side they don't implement them, what are the constraints, how much money they don't get from the government, whether the outstanding payments, whether the way forward, and waiting the one make a do as minister for them for ensure that yes, they live up to the expectations and ensure that their contracts are completed in time. So of course, I don't get all of those reports. I'm glad to say that yes, now with the monitor and with the collaborate. So that meeting was a thorough engagement. We need several issues we are trashed out in the road sector. Well, honestly, for me, it was a very good engagement. So going forward now, we discuss with them and NSI with them. And the good thing about me, when I don't mean now, I don't tell people when I'm coming to monitor or supervise. I can just bust for them. Because when you tell them, see, they come, that's the time they will send their loaders there, the excavators, then the crushers, then see, and put people there as if they are working. Me, Minister of Works, I don't tell people I'm coming. I can just grab a go Kwetima. I can just grab a go Bo. I can just grab a go Kelma. I can just grab a go Kailang. And thank you, I get very good support when at the SLRA. Anytime I require the vehicle, they can send them to me. Or I don't tell them, now, this time around, I need a new brand vehicle.
Okay. Now, you when you need to go through roads, them the under construction. I mean, they take notes, and as journalists, we don't do report on these things. I know some of these roads we don't start from the last regime.
Yes.
And some you mentioned like the one from Kabala to Falaba.
Yes.
You make mention of them. And the one from Petima to Matujong Road, we now very long road project there.
Yes.
But one way you know mention the one from Makeni to Madina Ula. What's in the happen with that road project?
No, we are thinking about it. It's really part of this priority. And we don't get discussions. So listen, my brother, roads are a very expensive initiative. It's a whole industry. If you don't get money, there's no way you can venture into it. After the proceed, I got tell now, waiting at the average cost of making a kilometer road in this country as compared to other countries. But McKinney, if you not only that road, even the Kamakwe road, the Petiful road. Yes, exactly. No, it's under high consideration. But they will not try for talk to series of investors then. As I'm talking to you in the next 2 weeks before the end of this month, we will go and get an inspection today. We don't get a contractor where it don't manifest interest in that road construction then. And with the crowd go there. And with the pray that with the PPP now, would emphasize on something, it's going to be wood or warmed for the idea. But this is a project, listen, all roads in this country, now with vision and now with spirit for ensure that they are really paved, especially the main roads them, the trunk roads them, and the feeder roads them.
When you look at the pace of road construction under President Bio's government, people then they ask if at all road are priority under President Bio government.
Of course.
Because these road projects you mentioned, like the Matujong Road, these are the first projects that way President Bio launched or relaunch since he came to power. If that road are still under construction, and most of the roads them way the regime meets they under construction, still under construction, or some of them don't forestall, and they say it is part of government priority for ensure say all the roads them paved. Somebody go to think and wonder this statement, if how true is it that government really prioritize roads?
Yes, my brother, you talk now like a road contractor, and thank you very much for this question. The thing is, I don't tell that road construction is highly capital intensive, and road construction gets in your seasonal calendar. Roads are only constructed during the dry season. You cannot venture during the rainy season because it will boil up. So what happens most often than not, and it takes almost an average of 3 to 4 months for a contractor mobilize. What's the mobilization? Now when you go, you clear, of course, the land we occupy, and then we call, of course, the site, and then the machines that you transfer, and these are heavy-duty machines. If I tell you now, it's not easy. You get the loaders, them, excavators, them, rollers, them, crushers, them, lights, them, hook, them, bowsers, them, etc., and tanks, them, and trucks, them. So the reason was, one, we not get the kind of funds or required money in the road sector. Whether you would like it or not, roads and capital extension, and money they make roads. And then secondly, I don't tell you now, some of these contractors, they need some time for mobilize. And then we don't open the space now for road construction. Of course, Mr. Mabugo will testify to that. We also encourage outside farms them from other countries them, like Senegal, Ghana, Nigeria, for coming to this country and try for see what they go do. So most often than not, when they come, it will take some time for them mobilize on the ground.
So most of the roads, you can see the signboard, they can tell you, say, support by perhaps international organizations like the European Union, World Bank, or the likes. This is not like government funding these roads. And now you raise concern about capital intensive. But then organizations are where they can support them, but we go say they can fully can support. We said the bottleneck, they forget money from them for continue their road project here.
Thank you again. Well, most of the road projects are joint funding, where 30% can be funded by the government of Sierra Leone and 70%, for instance, like the Mabank, is supported by the EU. So really, government of Sierra Leone gets extensive role for play in terms of financing these road projects. But as I tell you, when they come, when they sit down and discuss with them, of course, Ministry of Works, SLRA, Ministry of Finance, and the would-be investors there. And then we tell them who priority roads them. They take into consideration. And then, depending on the financing model, because this is what, again, most of you forget. Apart from the technical, reports they can give, this financing model, where they tell you, who's going to put money for make the road, how you want for, recoup or actually get back your money from this road investments. And then going forward, what are the extent of the Sierra Leone government intervention in terms of finance we go want, all are captured. And then until finance is really satisfied that this financing model is actually workable, you can't enter. You know why? Right. Like how you talk, we know how many go start a road project, you don't believe them. And some of these road projects that we used to tell you mention, these are road maintenance fund administration supported road projects them, when some of the local councils then really they implement. So if you go again around, you can forget that distinction today. And this is why now going forward, the Ministry of Finance, even the office of the Vice President, and in particular the Vice President, don't emphasize it. We get for call Road Maintenance Fund Administration. Law sit down, get this collective basket of money they get, and then we tell them, say for now, these are the intervention areas we want to go do, and then create maximum results for people. We now get that scattered projects all over the country. Where, of course, at the end of the day, now just 30 or 40% of them will be completed or finished. And then the resources will go down the drain. Right. So we want to prioritize that effectively so that at the end of the day, there will be value for money.
Good morning, Mr. Mambu, and welcome to the Democracy.
Good morning, my people.
Firstly, as I introduce, I don't monitor and different infrastructure them across the country. As of now, what is the status of we road system?
Well, thank you very much. I'll be really prepared for can't talk about the Tollgates generally, but generally about we road works they go on. In order to they go fast like how both the government and we set one time the fastness we want. For instance, before presidents they take office. From Pakaba in time up to Annex, we will get 14 districts in this country. As of 2018, then 14 districts, and the 12 of them will be done to get road with tar, where they move from Freetown to the district headquarters town. The few one then where President Bill make, and we do a lot of report when we want let the car reach from Freetown, you drive on tar road for reaching at the district headquarters. The first one na Matru, when na Bo Matru Road. The second one na Pugeon, when na Bandajuma Pugeon. By the mid of President Bill in rule in governance, they don't connect Penembu to Kailan. So as we sit down, apart from the two district where the former government be had when are Karinen and Falaba, the 14 districts will be get 2 tons the way they not still get road where they drive on tarmac road from Freetown for reaching at the headquarters. The first one na Matrugion and the second one na Pugion. From the assessment, as you know, all the roads in Sierra Leone, both feeder and truck roads are beyond. At the work at day 24 hours, we get people then they are able to tell you all of them without looking a single, including the data and how then they and the cost of all of them. Bo Bandai Matru, very topical. Topical in the sense that the president come out. We don't push very, very high, then shape that road in the 3 section for do. The first one both Tikonko, second one Tikonko to Petima, and the third one Petima to Matru. The first one, both Tikonko, first strike on Duan, from the last assessment we are doing less than 2 days ago, they don't do about 90%. They don't do the tar, but other road infrastructure, they waiting for fix, where they not fix yet. Both Petima not start yet, and along the line, the Bumper Bridge for done also, where it be made for the last 2 years, people they really be the strain. The Petima to Matru John, when another segment of that road, we for enter our team, who's our president in hometown there, they be don't award them to one Ghanaian company when Mali Poma. The contract term of reference, one of the biggest one is say they for done that road in 24 months. Then they be starts almost 2022. As we sit from me assessment where I don't do as far as day before yesterday, where I spent 2 or 3 days there again, then almost don't go 40%. And we get less than 1 year for let them go according to the first term. They have been back and front. But thank God with the vigor with the new minister can't wait and the new director general of SLRA, Minister Sandy and brother and SLRA, and what we say they do every day, we don't they push. We hope say it will be. Nabadia and I the fund with support from government of Australia. We don't they for do compensation. The Tikonko Petima also Badia don't take on they are about for award the contract for let them do one. There is a bridge where we don't well, when a Bumper Bridge, where people then suffer so much. But thank God again, with the intervention, I'm sure, by His Excellency the President, coupled with some of the releases and pressure we don't put, and the new minister, Dr. Sandy, SLRA, they don't able to bring ferry where it cross now the people. But the work of itself not start yet, the road not start yet, the work not start yet, the bridge work also not start yet. I'm sure government still there in the township roads and one day where they be done continue, because this is a continuation. You know, the bigger 3 district regional township road, Nabo, Kenema, and Makeni. We don't do extensive analysis of Bo and Makeni. 2 weeks ago, I be there and shared the report to the new minister SLRA and the minister of finance. The biggest problem, they get a contractor who very committed, like many other when cost. They don't do a lot of work in Bo and Kenema. But in McKinney, it almost be don't stop because if you say them for government for PM, where government not pay it, the quarry where them be they use that McKinney, the people that be don't block out government for pay, you not pay it to the people that be don't be block, the man they don't park the machine. And Bo, they don't do a lot of work there, but also they are about to stop because government, according to them, they don't pre-finance to an extent that they're not going to able to do more. The quarry also within a Dambabu, we go there, then they are almost from the information where I get that if government not pay them from now to tomorrow, they also they stop the work at that place there, and I'm sure very soon the minister and his team also will intervene. So, before they do well na Kenema, then they do a lot of work. Of course, the Kailan will do Kwendu Road in as you talk, Kiko they do one and it in progress. So, we will give. I will continue for give general overview of them. Generally, the whole work they go on. But definitely, my brother be asked the minister about the fastness and government priority in road. President Bill, I can say yes, it's a very high priority. However, the resources, the roads and then share into 2. You get the one that were fully funded by the donor, which government counterpart in. All roads with government they fund, including they were where they give money to NACSA and started through Ministry of Agriculture. They were not really get much problem from the analysis and the data way available to me for the past 10, 15 years. But then why the way government in the do, and this time, sometimes with some of the report recommendation, We don't tell government say not give too much contract about road where you don't get the money.
Okay,
so now there's some of them difficulty actually there. But again, I just want to clear this quickly. Right. One of the bigger factor again we don't find will make this government not don't spend much money on the road, and also the ability for mobilize the resources. Right. Unlike the 11 years of President Nkrumah, the 5 year of President Bio, they don't be very chaotic. Chaotic in the sense we have our brothers both in and out. When people say Sierra Leone for be ungovernable, and Sierra Leone for be insecure. So we get a lot of major problems we don't face. In fact, at one time I tell people we have to get a lot of sympathy for President Bio because he really not done for concentrate on development. Instead, he's concentrating more on security. Okay. And where there is insecurity, you can mobilize the resources.
Inside the government's press Tuesday press briefing, they announced this to Salon people and who said, say, Keke they moved from 1,000 to 3,000 leones, taxi they moved from 2,000 to 5,000 leones, SUVs group 3 they moved from 4,000 to 10,000 leones, bus they moved from 18,000 to 40,000 leones, Tenta they moved from 180,000 to 700,000 leones, and Tanka they moved from 100,000 to 250,000 leones. These are the announcements then we they make and the adjustments we they start March 1 this year. We get the Minister for Works and Public Assets inside the program as to why they add this price. We now the question on the lip of Australians. Mr. Minister, I put this question to you directly. What are the things that we want to look at? We want to arrive at the conclusion say yes, we want for add price.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kamara. I just want for our show want to see if there's any government will get a heart and feeling for the people of this country. Make no mistake, that's the government of His Excellency, Vital Brigadier General Madabio. It not be easy, but let me just give a small preamble of what really don't transpire so we understand the intricate system. This is now one of the most challenging contracts them all inherit as a government. Don't forget, this is now a contract when they signed 2015 in the days of Alaji Kemosise, in the days of Almami Petitu Nkrumah, when they laid the foundation, in the days of Baba Gale Barry, in the days of the Deputy Minister, Madam Khadija. This was something we inherited. And when they try for make them, in the way where the people of this country will benefit and will ensure that lives and properties are saved. So what happened with Fambolem was quite simple. When I became minister last year, August 1, CRG wrote me a letter in November, said, "Do ya, Mr. Minister." And this again is something very interesting. It's one law that consider a review of the Tollgate charges. He said because the way things have been in 2017 will start, not to so things they did now. And so do ya, with the big follow get a discussion on the way forward. I got that letter. I called all the relevant agencies. They formed what we call a technical and evaluation committee. We comprise of 23 MDs in this country, including CRG. Of course, all the road sector players, them, civil society, they were there. The young man, them, they were there. And the Internal Affairs Minister was there. Works, CRG, etc. All there, 23. The AG's office was represented. In the end, they held discussions with CRSG 3 times. The good thing is that we found them, unlike people when they misconstrue us, I want to listen attentively. The Minister of Works was never part of all of those deliberations. Why? Because we want to ensure neutrality and make the technical committee do their work in the best interest of the people of this country. So we found them. When they make all of those discussions, they will center the rates on 2 principal indicators. We're all like economists and now. You don't need to go for big college. We found them in 2017. Fuel now be 6,000, what we call 6 leons now. We found them. Now we all know say in 2023, fuel now 30 leons, when now be 30,000 leons. So there is a big increase of 400% increase in the fuel prices them. And we all pay for fuel. Similarly, we found them. Exchange rate in 2017, when CRG started, was 7,500. Now the exchange rate with Fambolem now almost 23 leons, what we call 23,000. So there is again an increase of almost 200% increase with Fambolem. Talk and go, talk and come. CRSG don't construct that road there, where I just want to talk on the benefits and now before I come to the particular race them. During the days before the road, that road was constructed from Calabar town, we brought that to Mashaka. We only go upline, Mr. Kamara, you go attest to that. If you want to go Bo or Kenema or McKinney, you grab early morning. Say the commode, not just end place after pay. I just want,
quick
I just
one.
want to the benefits.
Quick one. The benefits. Somebody go say, okay, it's them go see them.
No, but look
at the justification for the addition.
This is the justification, sir. No, listen, this is the justification because you get the cost benefit analysis. Now you get for take into consideration for us how every day and how they enjoy now. Now, efficiency, speed, effectiveness, but more importantly, no more head-on collision. That's the key. You get these are 4 lanes, so 2 lanes on the right, 2 lanes on the left. One of the best road projects in the history of this country. In fact, one of the first. If they drive now 62 kilometers from here to Mashaka, you don't even hear God say there's head-on collision. In those days, Oko Hill, when there be 2 lanes, other people them, it was honestly so risky. We still get memories there of people will die. Mr. still get fumble regional talker we lost in life. The only parents, the only girl begin to him, mama. It died Oko Hill, head-on collision. There was a time again where trailer blocked that road there. When the goods come upline, they didn't reach the market here early. But now, look how the road open. All man to go ahead come. So now, this is what we are discussing here. In 2017, my brother, this fuel will be 6,000 euros. Exchange rate 7.5. Now fuel, look how fuel is 30,000 euros. And they are still operating as I'm talking with the same oil rates of 1, of 2, of 4, of 18, of course, etc. So when they come, we discuss, then they say no. We not say yes, it's time for review. And when you go to the contract arrangement, this is the key. Mr. Mambu is here. All governments over time have inherited contracts. This contract was signed in 2015 by the then ministers them. There's a clause there we talk, say, clause 10.4. It say, when the exchange rate, look, it's clear. Not to me sign this contract, now my own past ministers they sign this contract. It say, when the exchange rate for this Wellington Mashaka Highway, Mr. Kamara, if it changed by 10%, automatically it will call for a review of the toll gate charges. There was no condition. What to call a first order condition or second order. It just talks say if the exchange rate vary by 10%, law review them and a contract. Right. And government have continuity. And the good thing about the Chinese people, they ever no can't threaten we say that the Chinese government go to court. This is what I liked about them. And one knows that the Chinese them do not ever interfere inside we own internal affairs them. And these are people that were credible in terms of economic development. Right. They don't do so many things. So I can just learn Mr. Kababa bring. So when they do this, don't negotiate. In fact, it was not easy. Make I tell that the reason now, una go understand properly. Grupona the keke them. The Chinese man proposed 6 leons. May not know how they do them. Then the committee say no, 6 leons to boku. No, end up at 3 leons. They ended up at 3 leons. So there is a saving of 3 leons, and this saving that's people don't understand. But we explain that they want done. Now look group 2. Group 2 are the taxes them. They are now paying 2 leons. CRG proposed 11 leons, Mr. Kama. This is how people don't understand. 11 leons. And really, according to their figures there was no need for law negotiation because it is not in the contract so for negotiation rate here. It is not in the contract. So let's assume say will not be negotiate a left so no problem. But they say no, do ya? When not make 11 leons, law left at 5 leons, they agreed. Then there is a savings of 6 leons. Group 3, where of course now the SUVs them and becomes them. Now 4 leons. CRG proposed 27 leons. The commission say no, it took Baku. They are left at 10 leons. 10 leons, now they left them, there's a savings of 17 leons. Group 4, well, of course, now then like them, then coach van, then small boss them. Then now 18 leons. Then propose 105 leons. We end up 40 leons. There's a savings of 65. Now group 5, these are the heavy duty trucks that we family when they pull the road. Okay. We family, whether we like to do, we all don't travel between this Mashaka road. We decide trucks them, then timber trucks them, then tires them, how they are so overloaded. And that what they really destroy the road. Now they are paying 183 leons more from 2017. Now look now at the magic when the committee play. CRSG proposed 2,103. They said no, it's too much. They ended about 700 leons. So that the savings of 1,403. Now for the fear about that, the group 6, the last one. Now 100 leons. They proposed 578. They ended about 250. That the savings of 328. So I say savings with family them. now the skill of negotiations.
Alright.
When make we not go with waiting and talk because they get the power as in this contract.
When I not go with waiting and talk, Mr. Minister.
Yes, sir.
This decision we wanna take, you know, the increment of the toll gate, according to you, how you don't explain.
Yes, sir.
Now that you think in the best interest of salon people.
Definitely.
Because if you watch, cost of living they go up. Top up don't go up.
Definitely.
You know, water don't go up.
Good.
Data don't go up. Now again, if una as government, you know, don't agree for an increment of the toll gate, you don't think they go add on the suffering of people?
Not really. You know why? There's nothing when you compare to a life like this one here. You save your life, you save your property. Roads na life-saving indication, whether we like it or not. Now, look at the number of lives them we don't really avoid. Look at the wear and tear of vehicles. Look at the economic efficiency. Look at the trade facilitation. And this road here again direct link with the human capital development approach and fits Salon, which are the priority of the president. Now, the products from upline now, they can quicker to the market. And then they put that now, then they go backward and forth to Waterloo 7 or 8 times per day where it wasn't possible.
But
So let me tell you now, listen, let me tell you now what is happening. Now, with this small increase, will they get enough money through CRSG and then they use them for doing similar ventures them beyond Mashaka. And this is the good thing about it. Don't forget, we only get this road up to Mashaka. Imagine now, we get similar road up to Makini Okono, similar road up to even Kenma, between Bo and Kenma. You don't think it's lovely? Two road there, and road na capital intensive investment. And there is no development in this country or in this world when a free initiative, my brother. Mr. Modenaya. So my family, this increase, not necessarily because they want to make money, or will not understand, is about expanding such facilities in other parts of the country.
Right, as you
and when they discuss on that with CRSG,
expand some facilities.
Yes.
So, from where this company can when they start for collect money, as a Minister of Works, you don't able to cross-check for no, almost in total they don't collect?
This is very interesting. You know, when contracts, this time some people don't understand. When you are not there and contracts are signed, what we call the stage of conceptualization. When you come, the best way we do, now for go through them, if there's anything for review them. But you don't get that power there, forget a total overhaul of it. Perhaps you go through parliament. And that's the whole process.
So why this time around we not go through parliament?
No, listen, Alicasa. This contract arrangements them is a whole process. Now step by step, don't forget, me as minister, not to make that power there. When they decided on this, we took it to cabinet. And this is what I want people to understand. Cabinet is the highest decision-making organ of any country, including Sierra Leone. And cabinet for now, we all know, comprises of sharp and vibrant and new faces them were very young. The discussions on Tollgate took 1 hour 30 minutes. But of course, with all the justifications they will provide, and then they see the reasoning, of course, then they say, well, this should be allowed to pass. Make I tell you now, wait, I don't know. This thing should have come to effect from 2019. I'm talking like this, from 2019, when the actually begin shake. But we say no, they have to leave us as a government. No problem, understand what is this contract, and let us continue forget a win-win situation. And then they have expressed humility all this while, Mr. Kamara.
So two things here. Then people are start for collect copper even before the road completes.
No, we all know that one day.
Yes.
Under the past government.
This is was that part of the agreement? You mean the part of the last government?
No. And what was it part? The second part? How was it? The second part of Anatoma,
now we say the people start for
I was it.
Yeah.
Good,
from
thank
2016, when they construct, they start for collect copper for the toll gate. When even people
under the last government, they realized that
people even think say the roadway they exist, then people they pay for the toll gate. Move on and then start for collecting since 2016 to date.
Yes.
They not give report to Salon people or the Ministry of Works or partners them not come to the public say. Then people are now this couple then they work per year and now this they don't make. During una negotiation, then tell una at all how much they make per year and how much they don't make so far.
Definitely, Mr. Kama, if you get time after this presentation, at the left this book.
For listeners, how much money they don't generate so far and how much they generate per year.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. The toll gate revenue generation depends on the traffic flow and the traffic volume. We don't ask for that data they are going to give us. But what you don't know, one of the founding fathers of this whole initiative called me. He said, Doc, what you are doing is right. He said, now we say something of the very long term. Which means that, listen. Which means that it was really overdue And as part of the contract arrangement, we really not get any much thing for say pass for consider that review day. And for now, believe me, imagine somebody charge you such an amount of money and then when I review at this. For me, it's a win-win situation because it's for about the road maintenance.
Let's look at the end product now.
Yes.
The agreements now and the increments.
Yes.
During this negotiation, then tell
the review.
Now, during this negotiation for add the price with the China 7th Railway Group, then in any way tell una say that this money will they make one can add money, they make better money also.
Yes.
How much they generate per year and how much they don't generate since 2016?
Well, make I tell you now, waiting until this could be the crux of the discussion. When they started collecting this particular Tollgate 2016, 17, and 18. Now, what did they do? They said, as part of this contract arrangement, then they try for get money for make the road, and they need for ensure that this road is fast-tracked. So the total cost of that road, they said, is $154 million. Are you getting it clear? That is what is here in this contract. I was in there. Now, $154 million. Now, ask them, say, good. Over time, how much will they generate? You know, they say they have to go and look the data and send them to us. Now, ask them, say, when we don't say such, they say, no. This is the beauty of this government, also transparent and open. Now, we don't tax them. Say, going forward, under our young government, from March 1, we want to know exactly to December 31st, how much they go for collect. And now, we say they do extrapolate. How many years? Listen, man, don't stop. Listen, I may understand this properly. Nobody. Now, we now go extrapolate now how many more years they need for a corridor, their own money, when they don't see, then they use for construction road there. This was a road when they do, we once know they sell, it was their money. And that time they when they say $154 million, nobody in the past administration not say, oh, how did they arrive at this figure? So we don't get that power now because we are not there for evaluate them. What we are saying now to them is that going forward, every month as Minister of Works, till to December, what they are collecting through the data, we should know. And this is why we get DSTI. This is why we get ICT. So we are on them. So me not say, with civil society within a going forward, the people of this country, and they tell us, say, by December or every 3 or 4 months, when they bring CRSG, they will tell us somebody don't collect, we will record them, we all go do the calculation and tell us, say, well, we expect, say, up to a certain period of time, this toll gate money for them be recovered. That is the way forward.
So since we come, we not check the amounts in the collector.
You know what we check? This is a contract where you don't get any right inside this. SLRI does not get any right inside this. I'm going to tell you this. SLRI, this is a contract where then they sign wholly and then they spend the money. And there's no part in this contract where they should say, now that expenditure they ask for, they don't give them. This is the beauty of Fuyo AG. AG don't talk now. Going forward, if they can't write them, when they talk say, when they insert this inside this contract because they have to be open and transparent to solve. Right. You know, everything is started from the contract stage. Okay. And we have to be mindful about contracts. Otherwise, if they can't go to Kosa, what you will do? It's going to be difficult.
Before I come over to Mr. Mambu, Dr. Sandy, one of the kids in them during the 2018, we the SLPP government campaign with that they want ease the life of Sierra Leone people.
Yes, definitely.
You know, but again, what we see this time around, it seems as if not contrary because if you look the cost of living, a very very difficult. And this particular increment, I guess you agree with me, will add on the increment of foodstuff where they come. The SLPP government truly care for the people of this country.
Indeed, my brother. This is I don't want to say global or natural phenomenon. There are forces you can't control as a government in Africa. Especially when you get dynamics outside what they play now. We all know what happened internationally. Yeah, Corona came, it affected the mining sector. And then we get this Russia-Ukraine conflict. It's affecting us.
What did Russia and Ukraine get for do it?
But the increase in fuel prices, my brother, we are not an oil-producing country.
Why governments not can see some of the hits there of the ordinary people?
No, you cannot predict. No, you cannot predict what is happening in other superpower countries, and they're related to you. You can't. Okay. But going forward, whether we like it or not, international dynamics that affect the country's development, especially if you are dependent on them. And so what we are doing going forward, His Excellency don't get a very good model when the finance they discuss. I'm not going to reveal until now. We're very soon when we get mining industry under with grip. Believe me, all what we're discussing here about infrastructure development and the money they get from outside will be the thing of the past. Okay. So we are working on that. But for now, as long as IMF is giving you money, World Bank is giving you money, but they are supporting you, and the other countries are supporting you, you have to really dance to their whims and caprices.
Charles Mambu, you don't hear what the minister say, and Yusuf don't hear the increment of tollgate fee concerning Motukadem where they use that particular road. As somebody who don't monitor some of the roads them and self-aware of this agreement, What do you think about the increment which governments don't do?
Yeah. First of all, let me tell the minister thank you. You know, he demonstrates a lot of honesty. You know, and he talk like somebody from civil society. You know, and generally, now what did happen in Sierra Leone? Now, lesson for we the citizen, the APC and SLPP. Now, lesson all for land. The only unfortunate thing is Sierra Leonean we had a land lesson. When situation changes, we know the land. Under President Kuruma, then take up a venture for do McKinney Kamakwe Road at the cost of 94-point-something million by then. I do the assessment. I can't Minister of Finance. I go State House. I tell President Kuruma, former, I say, Mr. President, sir, Sierra Leone government not to get that money for do that road today because it's very expensive. Road work, very expensive. Any 1 kilometer of road by standard, where anybody they do and without bridge now $500,000. When you get bridge now $1,500,000. When you get bridge, this is the standard. They not be a remi, then beginner. They not reach me to the entire. All the facility don't well as we see also. When President Bio come, quick, then go give award the contract to First Strike-On for do Boo Matru Road at the cost of over $85 million. I do the assessment, I go tell them back. I say, Mr. President, Mr. Government, we not go that way. That way, this is one of the way APC will go. They don't be rewarded. When they go past some of them contract and fail. Una self not take this road. Unfortunately, they not me. They go into that contract. They not go far. When they check the budget of Sierra Leone, the then finance minister, Honorable JJ Safa, find a back, say, no, we're not go able. And this is one thing where Mabu be talking. So what will happen? Will they all come back and now begin run after donor them? Me family they make a tell you now. They donor they will get for fund with projects then, like Badia, like World Bank, like ADB, like EU, you know, then why the day where they start for negotiate with them, up to the day where you could get machine, like how the military they say, boots on the ground, it take not less than 4 years.
All right. Now,
so do that, no, just wait, you understand? Because of time, that then day, you see who's out them. The toll road, I can tell when I say, first, I also want to tell the family, the local minister be talk. Meanwhile, they talk so, as an expert also, this committee will take the decision and not be there. And not be there, the local minister not be there, myself not be there. But we get the document there. I want to begin for say, for increase and review the contract for the toll road is long overdue. I get all the contracts. I don't engage all the partners then begin collect the toll gate in July 2017. And the first person where he paid for that toll gate, now the Honorable Kemosi, the then Minister of War. The second person where he paid ever for that toll gate, na Mabu, because maybe they drive Biena. As how the students so I get the ticket. When the proposal for increase the cost it come up, long before election, this was early 2023. Long before election, Minister Sandy not be there. You understand? Do an analysis of the contract and what you don't see. I post an out, then see and so then lay the discussion. Wait after August, after the election and the other. By September, October this year, the discussion again come up. And that time round, and also we do another analysis and I did a 3-page letter to the Honorable Minister of Sudan, copy the Chief Minister and the Minister of Finance. And I raised some key issues. One of the issues where I raised, now the benefit of that road, let nobody have it. The benefit for get 4-lane road, Sierra Leone is superb. These are no waiting them. And anything where it good, we can pay for sustenance. If we not pay, it not go waiting them. Wait, make I give you the basis. You understand?
Because of time, the question is
then the other issue, just wait. You will come to that now. First of all, I tell you, say it's long overdue. If I don't increase before this time. And this is the proposal will be tell them. First, I tell them, say, before we increase the cost, Let CRS, you and the contractor, tell us what they don't collect. Thank God when I don't ask the minister. From the day 2017 when they begin collect up to now, the people they want to know, because part of that money, the government in tax and other share is dependent. You know, contribution they will also go to community as well as SLRA. They all dependent. We go look all the books there, will not see no record of that. The second also, where I be tell in that letter, where we see is that the contractor for also continue for maintain that road. We point out some areas then where it not maintain. The other one, within the contract also, we tell them say facilities and they where they don't provide for their community. For instance, the lighting facility, the security facility, the market facility. With that one they will say, they will also make sure say the contractor CSC, they really do the things and they before then they actually increase. Lastly, we also tell them say as a proposer that any increment for day, which meanwhile she don't so agree with them totally. But any increment we tell them say let it not be above 100% of the current of the current price where it be done daily. So, then they will make her. But this is a proposal. Civil society is not government. Government they run. We said they will complement each other. You can propose the other person, but definitely me what as you don't so. As I the talk now, what I know, like let anybody tell me if not in order naturally we don't increase. So now if you look at the alternative, if we not increase that cost, let's say for instance, like how Surah look at they say then they pack up, workers then they go out, then they say no, we not operate this road again. We the whole money where RMF they collect, it not reach $162 million per year. For do that work there.
Mr. Mambu, you say everything so far, don't go up, according to you. Everything so far.
Yeah, I'm sure you self know that.
You think, say, at this point in time, where the country, cost of living, they go up, now appropriate time for the government do increment on the toll gate, will you self know, say, it will affect the ordinary people?
Me where she don't so. If I have my way, as I she don't so, I want let rest be 10,000 per bag. If I have my way. But even if Charles Mambu Naishidon as president of this country, democratically elected, if that happens, they are say 10,000 millions for bag. They are not able to bring that bag there inside because the country not get that money there. You get for cause more chaos. Exactly. You know why Sierra Leone stable so? Now because things that there, we agree with that, and some of you know why let it there. But the things always there, they are available. We will not get to line. Exactly. If we get to line, the alternative cost will be so much on we as a nation.
Charles Mambu, let me look at these toll gates. When it starts, there was alternative routes.
Okay.
What did happen to this alternative?
No, when it started, there was not. Wait.
What did happen to the issue of
alternative
routes?
No, wait now, Kim. I'm not expert in this game.
What did happen to the alternative routes?
When it started, there was no alternative. Now, when I get hold of the original contract, things can be there where they was past what they did now. Exactly. Where perhaps minister said not see the original contract there. Exactly. Some of we raise it up. And we go to parliament, we raise it up. One of the issues was alternative routes. It will be available. And indeed they make it available. The only area which are alternative, the community don't pull on, that the area of Hastings. Because the bypass what they make people they don't go below us like that. Exactly. So now you're not going to pass there. But the second gate where they are Songo and the last one they are alternative way they pass. Exactly. Where you're not able to do. No. So we push that the way. The other area, this tax, this money, the original one when minister say I'm sure they don't get it. And if he asks me, as my own minister I could get, they be tax all the cost in dollars. That Tollgate before Saroko be paid in dollars. Now that right now the original contract, we raise it up with Minister Kemo in see reason we can't go to parliament. Parliament they say no, this is Sierra Leone. Why we go tax this money per dollar? So we pull on. The cost will also higher than what it be there before. So we also make sure say it go through parliament and parliament will reduce it to that level. Now that makes one of the questions when we might ask and go encourage the minister for let it do that. Now that cabinet don't approve this thing because this Tollgate, the entire agreement as per law is approved by Parliament. Me go encourage me, brother, for let's take this document again to Parliament.
Yes,
for let themselves look at them because it started with them
it's
and
true.
it has to
So
end with the House of Parliament.
Continue. Earlier when they talk about the road situation or status of the road, I've been engaged Charles Mambo just now on the alternative route, where at least for the drivers them. But apart from the agreement, I'll ask you if in any way you don't see or they don't give an update about the money they collect, where of course part of the agreement now that the CRSG for submit financial reports every year to UNA. That's not part of the agreement. And if you now say when I don't see the agreement, what thing go wrong? Why it ain't the contract them for reports to UNA every year at the end of any financial year, then for report them financial update to UNA?
Great, Mr. Kamara. I just want to assure the people of this country, say, we are working on that. The government will begin reports now accordingly. And as far as me concerned, as Minister of Works and Public Assets, as soon as I get any report on those financial matters, I discuss it with Cabinet, and the Cabinet give me the leverage for Magantewuna and Kantewuna. But let me tell you what is happening now. Going forward, I'm not saying why not be there, because you can't speak when you're not there, sir. With all respect. But going forward, CRSG, they know that this government and this minister is a no-nonsense government, it's a no-nonsense minister.
So from where this CRSG begin operating since 2016, where it is part of the contract and for reports every year?
No, so tell them the reports. I'll go investigate that one day.
But you go for them at your desk. When the agreement
I show them the report.
When the agreement come like this for addition, you should go through some of these things.
Wonderful, wonderful. But this I'm telling you, it's not really properly captured. Like how Mr. Mambu talk, the original contract, it was past this. This is why the role of the MPs, I'll be there today in the next 2 weeks, and we'll hold discussion on that. I get high regards for them, and I'll go Parliament very soon. But let me tell you, even the Parliamentary Committee on Works, when Honorable Bashir Sedeki, Honorable Aaron Kamara, they did it, Honorable Sati, they did it, they're also in favor of this increment. But the good thing is that, like Mr. Mambu talk, we have to emphasize now on their own corporate social responsibility, and then expand such facility up country.
It is not obvious, say, the CRSG don't go against the agreement by not reporting them
not necessarily, sir, with all respect. Because
so why is the financial
AG not
report?
conclude on that. We have to ask them. Until you ask them, and then they provide it.
So meanwhile, as you as Minister of Works not provide that financial update, and you say you're not aware of it means that when we go by that, say they know they do financial report.
No, they do answer.
Then they do. So what's in the outcome of the financial report?
Now, when I leave here, I'll go call into a meeting as soon as we get this thing dusted through Parliament. I don't know, I say going forward, from March 1 till go. In fact, every 3 months now, when I rest assured, when I know this country, every 3 months, this government is so honest and transparent. I can vouch my word for that.
No.
Every 3 months, we will tell exactly for this country how much really has been collected and the way forward.
No.
And listen, my talk. I'm going to even bring the Chinese man in here. Many say talk because the good is that they say they talk in a Creole, they did Cassandra leaf and President leaf.
Now, the part of the agreement again now for construct 2 markets. One at Mashaka, one at Waterloo.
Good. That do do. Take it from me.
But they not do the market,
You know
which
why?
means the contract not finished.
No. Yeah, listen. Contractual arrangements are something very interesting. You have to take it with them. As minister, and no minister may not take it with them. May they go now draw their attention to that. Say, now this new review they start on March 1. I will tell them say by June or August. I want to see a market constructed now this location or this location, and then we call the MPs them and the committee people them. We agree on that. No worry about me. But you don't have me to work. Me one tell I say going forward, every contract in this. And every agreement we get for benefit the people of this country, rest assured, I go pursue him as Minister of Works and Public Assets. Right. And I go report to him accordingly because at the end of the day, now I go this power, I will get every right for know exactly what to any minister in this country.
All right, before we can take a few messages because we not get time again inside the program. One thing where you mentioned now that the APC party we are in honorable
Aaron,
yes, me they part of this engagement. You mentioned say then self agree with the increment. Yes. But again, we see another write up from the leader of the opposition. We are instead they raise concern about the same increment where you see then they agree of. So
no, if you read them probably, I don't know him. I get great respect for all members of parliament because they represent our people. But sometimes in life you have to really try to understand the issue under discussion. Honorable Aaron is a man of integrity. Honorable Kagbo is also another man with integrity. Let them try to find out exactly which are the missing link is and get back to me. But I will tell you, when I say we are on this together, on the same page, they agree on the increment. All what they want is probably, their own eventual ratification, where we are working towards that. And very soon, I will go there. And interestingly, as I'm talking to you, they can pay me a courtesy call today by 4 o'clock. These are my guys who work together.
Okay, now, as you left we in the studio, with all way, the work we don't come up that the CRSG, they present them financial reports, aware of them financial reports, as almost they don't get so far, and almost they collect per year, and from the look of things and the report, they not complete the road project yet, where it means say even the alternative market and the design of the road we get for do with light and other things, and they're not complete them yet. This increments the old on March fund?
Yes, in the whole, definitely.
With all these things?
No, in the whole, I can tell you, because the due process have been followed. There is a time frame of this. A due process has been followed. From here now, we'll get to the MPs them. We'll go on a community engagement, which is led by the Ministry of Information and Communication. We'll get with CSOs and bloggers them. Thank you, Mr. Charles Mambu is on board now. So we'll still and go now the north or the east. But then I'm telling you, even the president of the Motor Drivers Union, when I talk to Mr. Alpha Bar, he's really on top of situation regarding this all matter. And again, the drivers, they really don't see the benefit of these toll gates than whatever we're discussing here. Yeah. So yes, March 1, we are on course, and inshallah, by God's grace, it's going to be smoothly implemented with a very good transition.
All right, in a second, Mr. Mambu.
You see, something there behind this toll gate, which perhaps most people don't know. This toll Guatalo, Wellington Machakaro, it was tagged to another project. Where I get the document as I talk to. The CRSG for do this job, this road. They also tag them for do the damn Mamama airport. Because this road they go to Mamama airport. Now they also they begin the contract for do the Mama airport. Okay. Unfortunately, that one did not happen. So they will just be done left with this one. In fact, according to some of the international people that engage, CRS right of the time when government terminates, refuse for continue with Mama, they will not terminate the contract for this toll gate or the Machaka or whatever. However, because of the kind of relationship this country will get with the People's Republic of China, 2 meetings where the Chinese ambassador hold, come what? Without Mama Airport, the company could continue for support and do that work there in that particular place or that. But we want to tell also government, do let them also make something the commercial drivers there. Since that price they don't go up now, I think there is need again for us to know with the drivers union and other one and see how much again government will put small thing so that the driver themselves know, because anything will affect the road, it affect the entire economy of the country. Yeah, it go right now.
We go
so we continue to engage the minister for see how they can also cushion, the area of the private sector.
Alright, plenty thank you for joining inside the program. My name is Charles Mambu, Chairman Board of Directors, Infrastructure for Development. As there this morning for talk about some of the routes across the country and serve the increment of the toll gates. Same way so inside the program, we get the Minister of Works and Public Assets, Dr. Dennis Sandia Sidea. Inside me to talk about the increment of the toll gates and other road issues them across the country. Well, I have
subscribe to my new YouTube channel Don CLIN and hit the notification bell to be notified for new videos.